Hello everybody, Joe Bagnones here, and welcome back for another episode of MUV Photonmelodies, bonus episode for Adoration. I'm gonna make this like a 0.5 episode and like throw it in between the end of, Adoration and the beginning of Resurrection, just because, I just need to do these two little scenes here, and I don't think that's gonna take very long, so let's just hop right into it. What else has been happening? Oh yeah, big news in the visual novel world. Hollow Moon, fucking BTFO. My God. We thought we'd never see it happen, folks, but an official translation of fucking Mihoyo in the works. It's gonna be out in December. Only gonna take them a year to do it. Took them over a decade to not even complete. Get fucked, Lamau. I can't be too mean to Hollow Moon because, they did all the Stay Night work and the Hollow Ataraxia work, even though there was all the drama, the fucking Beast Lair drama around Hollow Ataraxia. But let's not rub it in their face too much. They tried. They did their best, even if that was incredibly inept at most times, with very poor planning. Anyway, let's keep going. So that's something to look forward to for next year. I'm interested in fencing. It is but the natural choice. Facing Lieutenant Falkenmeyer in combat would be an excellent way to learn more about the spirit of chivalry. And I would also get an opportunity to learn about the natural disposition of a true knight, like the lieutenant. This is one chance that I cannot let slip through my fingers. She's kind of cute. What are you even suggesting? Preposterous, truly preposterous! I'm a samurai, and I only care about... What? No birds of a feather and all that. It's good to hear that the lieutenant would like to know more about Bushido. However, Excuse me, but if you must know, what I'm interested in is the difference between Japanese and Western swordsmanship. Yes. Curse this woman. Why do I continue to protest her objections? There is no need to explain myself and glorify her insinuations. Perhaps you misunderstood what I meant, Lieutenant? What on earth do you think I was talking about? I mean, I wouldn't mind hanging out with her, but... Say what? If I denied that outright, it would be less than the whole truth. Despite her speculations being fueled by indecent thoughts, she's not wrong. The prospect of being able to get closer to Lieutenant Falkenmeyer, whose spirit mirrors that of the samurais, fills me with joy. The results of our encounter, only time can tell. If historians end up writing this event down as the rebirth of the historical covenant between Japan and Germany, I would be delighted. And I bet a lot of other people would be very concerned. It's not like that. I was just contemplating the future prospects. Beat? Now I want some borscht. You're mistaken. My face is simply adjusting to the room temperature. The air conditioning is to blame for... It's Europe. They don't have air conditioning. They just fucking die of heat stroke in the summer. You got it all wrong. It's not like that. Now? Please, wait a second. I haven't finished eat. How? How did things turn out like this? I signed up for fencing, but what I got instead can't even be called a sport. Ooh. Pretty kimono. See, that's why I'm a stand for Hawaiian shirts and why like half my wardrobe in the summer is Hawaiian shirts, because I really like floral patterns. And, you know, that's like one of the only socially acceptable ways for a big masculine man like myself to strut that stuff. No, for it appears I've traveled all the way to Britain to perform the tea ceremony.
なるほど。これが和の精神か。
Ooh, I like matcha. I guess it's fine. You could call this an instance of cultural exchange. I'm indebted to Lieutenant Falkenmeyer as well, and it's only fair that she's allowed to express her gratitude in her own special way.
その手さばきは生クリームの泡立てによく似ているな。
I see. Fresh cream, is it? Noble women indeed. Even in this day and age, nobles can afford such delicacies. Doesn't matter if their country has been lost or not. The lieutenant's kimono seems to be quite expensive too, but it pales in comparison to the luxury like fresh cream. How did she... Oh, that's right. I've heard rumors of members of the European establishment procuring both necessities and luxury goods through American sponsors. I guess there must be some truth to them. I have to admit, I certainly didn't expect you to bake Western-style pastries, Lieutenant.
違うぞ、清十郎。私はショートケーキなど作ってい
Ooh,
な
that
いぞ。
sounds good. If you say so. So she's baking Western-style pastries. Strawberry shortcakes at that. I fail to understand why she's trying to hide it so desperately, though.
しかし、すまなかったな、清十郎。急にこのようなことをお願いして。
There's no need to worry. As the scion of the samurai family, it is my utmost pleasure to introduce you to Japanese culture as a repayment for your kindness.
聞きかじった程度なのだが、日本の武道だけでなく、書道や茶道といった文化にも興味があってな。
Weeb! And, well, like, half the military is weebs, and the other, like... It's like a constant set of, like, Venn diagrams and, like, over-connecting circles of, like, weeb, D&D guy, Warhammer guy, MOBA players. That's just, like, all the military is. I just named, like, 80% of people in service. Speaking as an Imperial subject, I'm honored to hear you're interested in our culture, Lieutenant. To tell you the truth, I'm just as interested in Western culture and its military arts.
フェンシングを教えてやりたかったのだが、あれは今いろいろと厄介事に巻き込まれるのでな。落ち着いてやれないと判断したのだ。そのお詫びと言ってはなんだが、茶室というものを再現してみたのだ。どうだろうか。
I mean, we're clearly in like a fucking like a hangar or something, but I appreciate the nice tatami. Really? So all this is for me?
そのように驚いてくれると、私も用意した甲斐があったというものだ。
I hope this place has good ventilation though, because I notice in the summer, like my tatami room just makes my entire upstairs just like fucking smell of grass. Which isn't bad, but like if it's already hot and humid inside and I'm trying to sleep and all I can smell is grass, it's like, oh, come on, man. And I gotta like fucking close my door and open my window for a bit and turn the fan on to like get some fresh air in. But not too much, because then the bugs get in. My masterpiece, she says. I'm at a loss for words. Just how exactly should I respond? She tried with that calligraphy. I'll just say that. Did she use like a fucking like grease pen? The corner of the briefing room looks like this. What? A corner of the briefing room looking like this is surreal, to say the least. Simply surreal. It's like a cooking pot they're boiling water on, like a field stove. In the place of proper tatami, judo mats are spread out all over the place. Then there's also the matter of the stock pot paired with the soup ladle. And last but not least, those scrolls on the wall. I think they're supposed to be hanging scrolls? The lieutenant must have written them. But those characters clearly aren't kanji. Could they be cuneiform? No, those characters must be Jindai Moji, supposedly used in ancient Japan? And that thing at the top. Nah, it's just poorly fucking written hiragana. I can tell because I could fucking pull out one of my notebooks from like a couple years ago from when I was first learning, and oh yeah, it looks a lot like that. Is that a circle flower? I mean a flower circle. As in, the ones they hand out to little kids in school for a job well done? You lost me on that one, kid. Good lord, the Empire should send a cultural attaché to Europe post-haste. Otherwise, I dread to think of the impression they will get of Japan. But not all is lost. Her interest is in experiencing Japanese culture is splendid. And that's exactly why I should praise her efforts. For if I start to point out her plethora of errors, her interest in our culture will be nipped in the bud.
付け焼き場ながら茶道も研究したのだ。さあ、アフタヌーンティーをゆっくり楽しむとしよう。
Afternoon tea? At this point, I don't know if the lieutenant is a trailblazer of cultural fusion, or if she simply has no idea what a real tea ceremony is like. Being in Britain has melted her brain. Is there something bothering you, Lieutenant? You went quiet all of a sudden.
表情が硬いな、清十郎。
Come again?
正直に言ってくれ。私は何か重大な過ちを犯しているのではないか。お前の顔色が優れないのは、私が日本文化を冒涜するような間違いを犯しているからではないのか。
She's sharp. Fooling her is not going to be an easy task. Absolutely not! I really want to see you perform the tea ceremony, Lieutenant. That's not that I look bleak, but eager. It's true. It's darn true. Because he's a nice, humble Christian boy who would never swear. Especially around a woman. But of course, I thought so too.
この正座という座り方も私が一番我慢。いや、上手にできるのだぞ。
Okay, that's fucking bad on my knees. I'm fucking old and busted. Your form is most impressive, Lieutenant. However, there's no need to overexert yourself. I'm aware Westerners are used to chairs. Sitting with your body weight resting on top of your feet is bound to be exhausting.
心配は無用だ。私はタイで最も日本通だと言われているからな。
Look, it's gonna be bad if you cramp. Yes, I was too forward. Please forgive me. A cold sweat has started dripping down her forehead. I knew it. Sitting in Seiza must be quite a burden on the lieutenant. Still, she is a paragon of chivalry, just like how a samurai acts if he had a full stomach, even when starving. There are moments when a knight like her needs to fake ignorance in order to protect her pride. She's decided to put on a brave front, using her pride as fuel to endure the pain. As a samurai, what else could I do but assist her? I must learn from her quiet dignity. Excellent. Let me see the fruits of your studies. Hmm? Do you need someone to, like, rub out the cramp? Be at ease, Lieutenant Falkenmeyer. I see nothing. I hear nothing. That was close. I almost bit my tongue on that one. You could probably hear my teeth fucking slamming close on the mic. Enough. I can no longer turn a blind eye. It seems your feet are past the point of feeling numb. No, they've become highly reactive to the stimuli instead. I need to act right away, or I will witness the lieutenant disgracing herself. Exactly what she's trying to prevent. Yeah, it's like when you sit with, like, your leg crossed or whatever, and then it goes numb, and then you stand up, and it feels like you can't even put weight on it because it tingles so badly. I must help her without her noticing. Like a gentleman, I shall provide my assistance in a respectful manner. You like sending good vibes? And since we're on the topic of Japanese culture, Lieutenant Falkenmeyer, are you familiar with the teachings of Zen?
Zen?
In general terms, Zen is a school of thought whose main principles say that by staring at your true self, you'll eventually be able to reach enlightenment.
Yes,
and you do so through ascetic practice, fundamental to the doctrine. Meditation is sazen. You sit on the ground and concentrate in silence, emptying your mind. Wait, is she crying? Lieutenant Falkenmeyer is doing her best to endure, yet her eyes are wet with tears. What transcendent beauty! Desist. Desist at once! This is not the time to flaunt my refined aesthetic sensibilities. I must put a stop to this before she debases herself. Lieutenant, my apologies, but could it be that your feet are experiencing a sudden increase in sensitivity? Because I've seen this happen before. It is your worldly desires that put you under so much duress. They are the thoughts that give birth to the suffering of both flesh and mind. Enlightenment, the final stage of Zen, means that you've dispelled the illusions caused by your worldly desires and that you can witness the truth in all of its splendor. Lieutenant, right now you are struggling against those very temptations. Sure. Indeed. That's why what's happening to your feet is nothing to be ashamed of. To the contrary, it's rare for anybody to endure the pain for so long, especially one confronting your desires head-on for the first time. Let it be known that I, Makabe Seijiro, have nothing but admiration for your chivalrous spirit. However, straining yourself too much on this first bout might be detrimental to your health. I think that you, as the expert in your unit, should learn how to cope with the situation, all for the sake of handing down the knowledge to the next generation. It's a spiritual practice. I know how to cure what ails you. Leave things to me. Precisely. That strategic, long-term way of thinking is most splendid, Lieutenant. It's okay to not be okay. I know that already. You don't need to repeat it. Now, without further ado, I'll be barring your feet. No! No! Why you gotta be a feet guy? Now, the real question is, let's see if the artist is a feet guy. Because feet, apparently, are very hard to draw, just like hands. And if he's too good at drawing feet, I'm gonna know something's up. That's what I plan on doing, yes. Then, if you'll excuse me. Summon your endurance. This is the fastest way to recover. Are you feeling it, Lieutenant? Am I hitting the right spot? Massage that stimulates blood flow at the affected area. That's the fastest way to regain sensation when one of your extremities has gone numb. After heightened sensitivity, what comes next will feel as if getting struck by 1,000 needles simultaneously. Brace yourself! Well, this won't cause any confusion to anybody that walks by and hears strange noises. I'm innocent! Patient Seijiro. Pathetic, Seijiro. Simply pathetic. Even though she's struggling with all her might, you're allowing yourself to be led astray by your cardinal desires. I'm Simply treating the lieutenant. A mere medical practice, nothing more. Steady your heart. Repress your desires. Are you a man or beast, Makabe Seijiro? Whatever you do, don't put her toe in your mouth. Hello? Captain? No, please, come in, have some tea. That's an enormous misunderstanding you're having there. I know I'm not guilty of anything. I know I have no reason to feel shame. Yet what is the sensation of dread that I feel deep inside my heart? He was probably investigating the salacious moans echoing through the corridors. I have no idea, but No, my fears are groundless. It is a mysterious phenomenon, but the captain often reacts as if he could read my mind. It doesn't matter if his uncanny abilities stem from intuition or extrasensory perception. All I know is that he should know exactly what transpired. I can't say I like it, but at the very least there will be no misunderstandings. He's back already? Huh? International incident? No, you just want to go spread the juicy fucking gossip around. What the hell, old man? You're supposed to be a telepath! What a predicament! The captain is making this public at breakneck speed. No wonder he's called the Sonic Baron. Stop it, you idiot. This isn't the right time to remark on the appropriateness of his nickname. I have to stop the captain before my reputation lays in shambles. Got it. Oh, I got it in my sinuses. Oh, my fucking gamer sups. My fucking guacamole gamer fart 9000. Ugh. Slander! Vile slander! Oh, that scornful gaze. Stop looking at me like I'm trash! Say something! That is the last thing you're supposed to say while fixing your messy clothes! Oh, what a silly misunderstanding. And then it's just gonna skip. Where's our read? And now aren't we going to the shower now? Whatever. Oh, it's on auto read, not auto skip. That's what I wanted. Oh, I guess it's technically different. But I doubt it. I doubt it is. It's probably just a little different. It's probably just gonna change the text a little. So, yeah, I'm just gonna verify ahead. I'm gonna pop a quick save, and if there's nothing, we'll just skip on ahead to the next choice, the Hangout with Vitslaven. So, see you in a minute. Yep, so I was right. It was just had like a couple, like 2-3 lines saying, oh, she went back to put her kimono away, and then there was like one extra line in the shower, and everything else was the same. No point in re-recording it, because I'm lazy. Anyway, let's go, quote-unquote, swimming with the good lieutenant. It's been a while since my last swim. I think a refresher is in order. I'm much looking forward to seeing the European swimming style for myself. How could I not, when it's thanks to this particular style that she managed to conquer the Strait of Dover? And I would also get the opportunity to learn about the natural disposition of a woman whose character seems so strikingly similar to that of the Japanese, almost like it was written by a Japanese person. This is one chance that I cannot let slip through my fingers. As a bonus, I'll get a chance to speak one-on-one with Lieutenant Vitslaven, something that isn't TSF's for a change. What's with the reaction? Why is she staring at me so intently?
わざわざイギリスまで来て水泳をね。
What may you be implying, Lieutenant?
まあそうよね。ルナは普通にしていればおしとやかだしね。大和なでしこって言うんだっけ、そういうの。
That's beside the point, Lieutenant. I'm simply interested in learning more about the European swimming style that conquered the Strait of Dover.
はいはい、分かってますから。クロールクロール。
Please, it's imperative to build up one's cardiorespiratory capacity to endure prolonged TSF operation. Swimming is supposed to be especially effective.
ああ、はいはい。
Yeah, because it works out your whole body while also doing cardio. Curse this woman. Why do I continue to protest her objections? There's no need to explain myself and glorify her insinuations. If it may be so blunt, Lieutenant, is something bothering you?
だって聖十郎はルナと一緒がいいんでしょ?
Say what? If I deny that outright, it would be less than the truth. My intentions are pure, but I am truly delighted to become Lieutenant Fitzleven's acquaintance. She carries herself with modesty and dignity befitting of a true aristocratic lady, much like an exemplary Japanese woman. I simply must attend the swimming lesson. Whatever you say, tell yourself, my guy. God, I'm still fighting with that fucking... that fucking, like, sup I got in the fucking sinuses from snorting. Curse you, Lieutenant Brower! The results of our encounter. Only time can tell. If historians end up writing this event down as the rebirth of the historical covenant between Japan and Germany, I would be delighted. It's not like that. I was just contemplating the future prospects. You're mistaken. My face is simply adjusting to room temperature. The air conditioner is to blame for... Now? Please, wait a second. I haven't finished eating... Yoink.
お待たせしましたわね、聖十郎くん。
You know, I actually don't like swimming in pools. I prefer to swim in like a lake or a pond. I just really don't like chlorine. The taste, the smell, like what it does to your hair. Lieutenant Fitzleven, such beauty! Perfection! That swimsuit is sheer perfection. Look at how that thin fabric leaves nothing to the imagination, with the material being tight enough to highlight her curves. Truly, this is a victory for modern fiber engineering. It's like she was made for this outfit. And I'm not talking about a print model here. This lovely woman is an honest-to-God pilot in the Bundeswehr's most decorated TSF unit. This is the very incarnation of a German miracle. Behold the fruits of the Teutonic civilization! Every inch of her body was lovingly sculpted by the gods. Words fail me to describe her beauty, but I need them not. The boobs speak for themselves. Lieutenant? Why are you apologizing? Not particularly. No, not particularly. What madness is this? Why is this happening? If memory does not fail me, wasn't Lieutenant Fulner supposed to go play squash? Inconceivable. She's going to disturb our precious time together. If that's the case, I must hurry and make the most out of this rare private moment with Lieutenant Fitzleven before Lieutenant Fulner comes barging in. I'll use this time to get to know her at a deeper level. I must figure out the inner workings of Lieutenant Fitzleven's mind while we still have the place to ourselves. Today is the day I shall uncover, once and for all, the mystery behind her passionate gaze. Pardon me, Lieutenant. Did you say something?
いえ、何も。
So she just spoke in German. I couldn't make heads or tails of it.
イルフィは清十郎くんのお世話をよくやっていますか？
Yeah, for the most part. Yes, she is. My day life has been very comfortable thanks to her. Of course, she wouldn't ask about her noble deeds. How very modest of her. Still, my heart is healed by the wet towel she prepares for me every night. I simply must let her know. That being said, I also have to thank you and Lieutenant Falkenmeyer. Please accept my gratitude.
まあ、清十郎くんたら。でも私は何もしていないわ。
Focus, focus. Not on that. Repressor drawing me in. Her assets are so massive they have their own gravitational field. If Lieutenant Fulner is Saturn, then Lieutenant Witzleben must be Jupiter. That her Jupiter-sized melons are plain for all to see can only be called a victory of fiber-optic thin clothing. I simply cannot escape their gravitational pull. I've traveled where no man has traveled before. I've sailed the stars beyond the Roche limit. To a hot Jupiter!
じゃあ、ヘルガはどうかしら。
That was dangerous. This must be what it feels like to be nuked from orbit by the Jupiter ghost. The fucking what? I admire Lieutenant Falkenmeyer. Her chivalrous spirit is truly magnificent, and I'm really looking forward to learning more from her.
それは良かったですわ。ヘルガも清十郎くんのお役に立てているようね。
I hope you're right. There's much I need to learn from everyone.
せっかく地球の裏側から来てくれたのですから、実りは大きなものにしていきましょう。
You can count on me. I share that sentiment, even if nothing comes to pass. I need to confirm firsthand whether fruitful knowledge can be harvested from the bonds of Japanese-German friendship.
じゃあ、そろそろ泳ぎましょうか。
Well, we saw where that went last time. Yes, I'm in your capable hands.
清十郎くんは泳げないのでしょ？
Oh, you
そ
can't?
したら、私が教えて差し上げますわ。
Wait, what? My sixth eldest brother. Oh god, this name again. Sukero Kuro has been training me in the traditional Makabe swimming style since I was but a child. Where did the lieutenant get the idea I can't swim?
泳げないから特訓のためにプールへ来たのでしょ？イルフィからそう聞いていますわ。
Lieutenant Fulner. What? Quell's surprise? What? I've never seen that word. What does that mean? Is that even English? Probably. Probably like a French loan word, because, of course. Okay, it means what? What is, what's the, origin? And it looks like... I don't know how to pronounce it. Source, Old High German. I guess it's German. An origin, whatever. I don't care. It's a fake word. No one uses that. It means what? Literally just what surprise. Just what was she thinking? I'm sure this scatterbrained woman must have jumped to conclusions again. But I can make use of this. Lieutenant Fulner has unwittingly provided me with a chance. Conversation is impossible while swimming normally, but we can talk easily while she's teaching me. Moreover, I'm an amateur when it comes to the European swimming style. That is no lie. I'm unfamiliar with the European swimming style, so please teach me.
まずは浅いところで練習しましょう。そこなら足もつくし安心でしょ？
As you wish. Such gentleness, such warmth. Exactly what I expected from the lieutenant.
清十郎くん上手ですわ。これならもう泳げるのではありませんか？
I wonder. Curses. So much for having a conversation. I can't find it in me to interrupt the lieutenant's heartfelt guidance.
水にも慣れてきたみたいですし、 少し一人でチャレンジしてみましょうか。
God forbid!
何かありましたか？
No, absolutely not!
では手を離しますね。清十郎くん、手を離すのですが。
Yes.
清十郎くん、
Inconceivable. Oh, what a dilemma. If I let go and start swimming, I'll lose my opportunity to talk. But if I pretend that I can't swim, I'd be deceiving her. What am I supposed to do? What on earth am I supposed to do?
もう清十郎くん、ダメですよ。水が怖いのはわかりますが、男の子でしょ。我慢しないとね。
Oof. Never imagined releasing my hold on her hands would be so painful. Letting go of the gentle warmth is a veritable tragedy. Far more than I could bear.
そのように怖がらなくても足はつきますよ。
No, Lieutenant, I'm afraid you're mistaken. What you see reflected in my eyes isn't fear, but grief. Sooner or later, this pool shall grow deeper, for my tears will add to the water.
では私はあちらの深いところで少し泳ぎますから、清十郎くんは水に慣れていてくださいね。
No! She's gone! Bye-bye, Jupiter. My weakness made me hesitate. I can't believe I've wasted such a golden opportunity. Huh? What's that inelegant furious splashing? Is Lieutenant Fulner here already?
足が
Lieutenant Fitzlaven? Is she drowning? I'm coming, Lieutenant! Calm down, Lieutenant, I'm coming! Insert the scene from Golden Boy. What? Shoemaker Levy 9! I have no idea what that means. I'm falling prey to her tremendous tidal forces, completely at the mercy of her Wonder Twins. Mayday, mayday, one healthy boy going down! Or more like he's going up. Oh, irony of ironies. In the water is where I will meet my ends, yet I will not drown to my death. Nay, it is for thanks to these massive flotation devices that I will no longer draw breath. No, I cannot afford to worry about my own breathing now. Are you all right, Lieutenant?
大丈夫ですよ。
Yeah, I think she's fine. She can just grab onto like the lane rings, whatever those are, the lines. Wait, aren't you awfully calm right now? Lieutenant, don't tell me.
ごめんなさいね。でもここまで泳げたではないですか。
Oh, what gentleness! She pulled that daring stunt to show me that I'm perfectly capable of swimming already? This is what you call sincere kindness. And there is even a lesson to be learned here. Namely, that for the sake of another, lie might be called for. A lie might be called for. Machiavelli was right. The ends does justify the means.
偉いわ。こんなに早く泳げるようになるなんて。離れてはダメですよ。溺れてしまいますわよ。
Swing by failure, re-entry imminent!
さあ、浅いところまで戻りましょうか。それまではしっかりとくっついているのですよ。
Yes. And there we go, and then it'll be like occasional 1, 2 different lines saying, "Oh, well, we just came from the pool, gotta wash the chlorine off, yada yada yada." Anyway, yeah, that's our end now. This time for our little bonus round here that'll be going up. I don't know when. I forget when the last episode is supposed to go up. But I think on the 13th, so this will go up on the 14th. Whatever. I'll have to re-record later to record the first episode of Resurrection. I'll do that after I get back from this test I got to take at work. They only do proctor testing on certain days, and you have to go in. The proctor has to put in their like username and passwords. That way you can take the test, but they only do it either from like 6 to 8 on certain days, or like 1 to 3 on certain days, and I'm not going into the afternoon on my day off, so I'm just going to have to fucking bite the bullet and do it in the morning when I'm still awake. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and hope to see you all next time for when we are actually going to start Resurrection. Hope to see you guys all there. Later.